Welcome back. Billionaire Elon Musk is embracing a new moniker. Watch.
By the way, in case some of you may have missed it on social media, Elon Musk, the new George Soros of the right. Let's go.
Yep, no one has done more to help far-left progressive leaders than George Soros, and of course his wallet, and he's still doing it. But Elon Musk is coming for all of them. According to the Washington Post, Musk told advisors shortly before the election that America PAC should challenge Soros DAs. And last week on X, he highlighted 6 of them who are up for re-election.
It's not safe to walk around our cities. What the hell is going on? Yeah. I mean, Soros, honestly, misanthropic. You know, for someone who has, sort of claims to be doing good, but actually he is not. You know, he is tearing down the fabric of society. So terrible.
On purpose. On purpose. And we see Chesa Boudin was voted out by their people. They recalled him, and now Gascon got 30% of the vote in Los Angeles. They're changing gears. And now Musk is coming for them. Joining us now is Stephen Miller, incoming Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy and Homeland Security Advisor. Stephen, is Elon for real? Is he the right answer to take on these Soros-placed DAs?
Well, this is essential. The rule of law is the foundation of American democracy. It's the bedrock of our safety and prosperity. And Elon has very bravely and correctly identified this problem, where you have these Soros DAs, these Soros prosecutors, who have used the awesome powers they have to target political enemies, to target the opposition party. Of course, we've seen that weaponized ruthlessly against President Trump, while at the same time letting the worst violent offenders back on the street over and over again, and of course, shielding criminal illegal aliens and gang members from any consequences whatsoever. The American people are desperate to be freed from these radical lefty prosecutors who are turning their cities into nightmares of violence.
I mean, think about this. You have Alvin Bragg, who's letting the criminals run wild, going after Danny Penny, who has to stand up and act like a vigilante because he had to stop a would-be attacker, and he's being tried. And they're going after Trump while letting every criminal out. Yeah, he's up for re-election. Let's see if he can be targeted next. Steve, I want to move on, if I can, to what the president did yesterday. And he came out and said, hey, I don't like what's happening at the border in the north or the south. 25% tariffs on Canada. 25% on Mexico, 10% on China because the precursors to fentanyl. Right away, Trudeau picks up the phone and says, let's talk this out. And right away, the Mexican president went to the microphone and says, I'm going to hit you back, America. But something just changed. As I'm about to start this segment, on Truth Social, President-elect said this. That she had this conversation. She has agreed to stop migration through Mexico after picking up the phone and talking today, was at Mar-a-Lago, and into the U.S., effectively closing our southern border. He said we also talked about what can be done to stop the massive drug inflow and also U.S. consumption of these drugs. It was a very productive conversation. Is the president already making progress?
Making more than progress. He's already delivering historic change, the change that he campaigned on months before he even returns to the Oval Office. For the last 4 years, and of course for decades before that, our leaders have sacrificed our people, our sovereignty, our security. They've let foreign nations and foreign countries and foreign cartels have their way with us. Donald Trump is reestablishing the principle, the doctrine of America first, of our national sovereignty and our national security. And he's rebuilding a cooperative, collaborative relationship with Mexico in which we make clear to them that we can have incredible projects and incredible future together, but you must stop the flow of illegal immigration into our country. Under the previous president, we had to remain in Mexico. We had the Mexican military on our border, and we had massive enforcement when Donald Trump was in office. And of course, Joe Biden let that all go away, and we've seen the results. With President Trump's diplomacy, we are now seeing a historic commitment from Mexico to stop the invasion of over 150 different nations that are using Mexico as a transit country. Remember, this is This is not Mexican illegal immigration. This is illegal immigration from 150 different nations, including terror hotspots, including foreign adversaries. And this is an example, a powerful example of why the American people sent Donald Trump back to the White House, so that he could defend our interests and secure our borders.
Stephen, isn't it pretty amazing the difference it feels from 2016 and now here we are in 2024? It seems like people understand the world is coming to alignment, almost preparing for Trump instead of fighting against him. Do you feel that difference?
Everyone can feel that difference, waking up every morning knowing now that we have a president-elect, a soon-to-be 47th president, who every single day is thinking about how can I defend American interests, how can I protect American families, how can I secure American sovereignty, and the whole world knows it. Look, every bureaucrat around the world, every foreign leader around the world, every foreign parliament around the world, from Brussels all the way to Bangkok and everywhere in between, understands that America once again has a leader who will put our interests first, and that includes making sure that every single country in the world is a participant in the restoration of our national sovereignty and the repatriation of the criminal lawbreakers who do not belong here.
Stephen, real quick, Politico is reporting that Mark Zuckerberg was at Mar-a-Lago today meeting with President Trump. Can you confirm that?
Yes, that's correct. And Mark Zuckerberg has been very clear about his desire to be a supporter of and a participant in this change that we're seeing all around America, all around the world with this reform movement that Donald Trump is leading. Mark Zuckerberg, like so many business leaders, understand that President Trump is an agent of change, an agent of prosperity.
Right.
And so business leaders, CEOs everywhere, they want to be an element, a supporter, a booster of making our economy prosperous, delivering for American workers, and making sure that America is the most powerful, wealthiest, freest nation on the face of the earth. So we'll see what comes of that. And Mark, obviously, he has his own interests, and he has his own company, and he has his own agenda, but he's made clear that he wants to support the national renewal of America under President Trump's leadership.
Good. It's good for the president. He turned the page with some talk show hosts on another channel, and he might be maybe getting over the fact that Zuckerbucks really impacted the 2020 election in the battleground areas. So we'll see what happens. Stephen, thanks for confirming that. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you again soon, and congratulations on the new job.
Thanks, Brian. We'll be talking a lot.
All right.
Thank you.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.